What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a sketch illustration of Thanos from Squid Game 2. Welcome everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we'll need our sketch pad and a pencil. I'm going to start today's sketch off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're welcome to use whatever you'd like. Now the first thing we want to do is break down the basic shape and composition of our drawing before we get into the details. So let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Starting from the very top, just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Now I'm going to move to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to be using these two lines to help us create a circle in the center of our page to define the size of the head. So from that center point, let's just move up to the top, right about here. Just going to mark off the top of our circle. And then we'll measure that distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Let's repeat that across this horizontal line. So the distance from the center over toward the left and then the right side. Now I want to connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So let's start with the top left. Now this circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using this as a guide. We can always go back and just smooth this out as best we can. Now with our circle and guidelines in place, I want to start with the posture of the head. So I'm going to tilt the head over towards the right side. So from that center, let's angle this up towards the top, towards the right side, and then stretch that down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to go out to the side of our circle and draw the same angled line, going up, and then down, and then do the same thing on the right side. Let's go to the center and draw another angled line going across the center of our circle. Now to simplify our setup, I'm going to go back and erase those original guidelines. Now that we've cleaned up our guides, I'm going to go and start blocking out the facial features. Now this is the center of the face, so we're going to leave a gap in between the eyes. So we're going to move over to the left, draw a straight line going up and then down. Now take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to connect the ends of our circle with a curve. We're going to go up, go across, and then down. We're going to place the eyes inside this gap. So from these 2 points, let's angle the eyes going up and then out toward the side. Now we want to add some shape. Starting from the outside, curve the eye coming down and in towards that bottom line on both sides. Now let's push the iris and pupil over towards the bottom left. Draw a half circle, so it's kind of looking down. Let's move to the center, step all the way down to right about here, and draw a circle for the tip of the nose. On the ends, angle the nose going out and up. Angle this up and then in towards the center of the head. Now let's go all the way down towards the bottom of our circle and draw a straight line going across. So the mouth gets lifted up on the right side. From here, curve this up and then in towards the side of the nose. Let's step down in the middle, draw another line going across the lip. Step all the way down, just going to mark off the chin. Now going back to the side of our circle, I'm just going to add some shape to the jawline. Come down and in towards the bottom. Angle this in towards the chin. Let's go back up and add some shape to the eyebrows. We're going to start from this point, angle this up and out, and then on the right, we're just going to curve this one, go a little bit higher, and then out towards the end. Let's go back to the inside, draw a short line going up. Just going to add some thickness going around and then down towards the side, and go up and then down towards the right. Now let's go to the side of our circle and draw the top of the ears. We just want to add some basic shape and volume, so going up and out. Come down and in towards the bottom, angle this back in towards the jaw. Now I'm going to straighten out the neck. So from the jaw on the left, step in, draw a straight line coming down. Let's go to the right jaw, draw another line coming down, and we'll slope the shoulders, going out and down towards the side. Let's curve the collar from left to right. Let's go back up to the top and add some volume to the hair. Starting on top of the left ear, we're going to go up, round out the hair, going across. So we're just tracing out the circle along the top, and then bring that down towards the right. In the center of the head, we're going to brush the hair across towards the left. So coming down and out towards the eyebrow, bend that back up and in towards the middle. And we're going to flare the hair out towards the side. Start from the left side of the head, bend this out and up, line this up on the right. And we're just going to bend this down and then in, almost like adding horns to the top of the head. Now with our rough sketch in place, let's go back and erase some of these guidelines. Now once we clean up our drawing, I'll use this rough sketch as a guide to help us layer on some more detail and refine the shapes. Now I'm going to start back with the eyes. Let's start from the inside edge. And I want to add a fold along the top. So going across. Just going to round out the eye and then bring that down. Let's add a fold along the outside. Now let's add in the iris on the side. Now along the top, I'm just going to add a long rectangle for a highlight. I'm just going to roughly shade in the inside of the iris and pupil. Just going to add some folds. Now just working our way out, going around the eye. I'm going to add some more shape to the eyebrow. And then lightly shade in the inside of the eyebrow. Now just moving our way over towards the right side. Start with the inside edge of the eye. I'm just going to pull the eye in a little bit closer. We can always just readjust the placement at any point. Just going to raise this eyelid up a little bit higher. I just want to start blocking out the pupil and iris, making sure that we align the eyes. Add that little highlight and shaded this in. Now on the right side, we're going to add some folds across the brow. We're going to go up. Also adding some wrinkles going across the edge of the nose. Also that fold underneath the eye. I'm also going to adjust the height of the nose, coming across the middle. Just going to add the nostril, and flare up the nostril on the side, on the right. Just flatten this one out on the left. Now with the expression in place, I can go in and start working on the profile edge of the face, starting around the eyes, coming around the cheekbones, and work our way down towards the jaw. So I'm just going to round this out, come down towards the chin, round at the chin, and go up towards the right. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of shape to the ears. So I just want to push the left ear in a little bit closer to the side of the head. And on the right side, we're going to expose this a little bit more. Going around. So the head is slightly turned towards the left side. Now we're going to separate the hair bangs going across. So just adding these little lines coming across towards the left and just brushing that up. It's going to separate the hair and texture going across. Now going up towards the top of the head, we're just going to pull this hair over, just brushing this towards the left, adding a few points going up and then out. Now with these spikes, we're just going to add a little texture across the top. So just pulling this in, and just separating the ends, going across and in. Going to stretch the neck out on the left side down towards the shoulder. Now we're going to do one more final cleanup before we get into the details and shading. I'm going to switch to my 0.9mm pencil and start adding some contrast and more details. So I'm going to start with the left eye. And at any stage we can reposition the proportions if we need to. Darken up the iris and pupil, going around that highlight. Just gonna add a little bit of detail going around the collar and the neck area. I'm just going to darken up the base of the hair and then fade that up towards the top. Now we're going to give our drawing some shape by adding some shadows. So we're going to start around the eyes and the top of the head. And then the head's going to cast a shadow across the neck. So we're going to darken at the top and then fade that down towards the collar. Now, as we get closer to the end, I'm just going to tighten up our shadows in detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Thanos from Squid Game 2. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you do, please be sure to subscribe for more videos each week where I'll show how to draw different characters just like this. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.